I just want to say thank you so much for scanning that QR code. That tells me that you're probably interested in selling your home, right? Now look, if you're interested in selling your home, you'll probably want to interview a bunch of agents, including myself, and let me tell you why. If you don't know who I am, my name's Chakits Krulsawat. I hang my license with Simply Vegas. I've been in the business now for about 16 years. I close over 100 million annually. We do about 130 transactions annually. Now, our company alone does about 2 billion in sales volume every single year. Why? Because we're the #1 brokerage. But what's most important here is it's all about how do we actually market your home. It's just like this video here. I was able to drive you to this video. You're watching this video right now, and I want to show you exactly how I can sell your home faster and for top dollar. Now, if you guys are interested, give me a call because I would like to set up an appointment for a free consultation. Let's take a look at your home. Let's see if we are the right fit. Other than that, can't wait to see you. All right, what's up everybody? Another day, another property home tour. So I'm out here in the west side of town, master plan community of Summerlin. So today we're going to be touring this brand new property that just hit the market. Now this home was actually constructed in 2020. So this is one of the bigger models for KB homes. But before we get into that, I just kind of want to show you what's going on here. So as you can see how wide the streets are in this neighborhood, and this home is on a street that actually has a cul-de-sac. So you have probably about another 12 homes here. So the only people that are driving down here are just the people who live down this road. Like I said, we have a cul-de-sac down here. Now if we just head down this road right here and just turn left, your cluster box will just be right here on the left-hand side. This is a gated neighborhood. Now, I've noticed in the front of the neighborhood, before you get through the gates, there's going to be a bunch of cameras and stuff like that, which is great. They monitor everything. And also, it's not a push keypad. So basically, it's a big iPad display, which is really nice. And they also have a park here. So if you want to walk your dogs, that's great. So this home that we're going to be touring today, it features 3,083 square feet, has 4 bedrooms, and I'm going to say a gym and also a loft. But the gym is actually a den, and that's actually downstairs. There's tons of upgrades on this home. Now the price for this home is $985,000. So one of the upgrades that they did here is this elevation with the stacked stone, which is really nice. Obviously, we've got some terracotta pavers, landscape fully mature. The backyard is gorgeous. It has a beautiful pool. But let's just take a look at this. So our utility line is here. And obviously, they had to run the gas line because they did the aftermarket with the pool. On the exterior, everything looks great. As you can see, we have a camera system. You also have a keypad for the garage. Now the home is facing east, so the strip is down this way here. So your sun exposure is going to be up in the front for a little bit until around maybe about 5:30, 6 o'clock. And we'll have sun exposure in the back of the pool, which is really nice. We have a little covered patio area right here, which is kind of cool. Now if you notice, the walls here have been stuccoed. So this was a upgrade, and as you can see, it takes us all the way to the back. Now this is your only entry point into the back. All the windows are in good condition. Here we have a Yale keypad, which is really nice. We can monitor who's coming in and who's coming out. Now before we get started, what I'm going to do is put on my booties as a courtesy. Okay. Now also, if you are thinking about selling your home, obviously we would like to earn your business. These are one of the things that we do offer is booties as well, because we respect your home. And if you are having an interview with agents, I think that's probably the first thing that you need to take a look at. Do they just walk in your home? Do they take off their shoes? Or do they actually have booties? Okay? And that just lets you know how much they care for your house. As you can see, nice open floor plan here to the second floor. So we're gonna go through some of these upgrades here. Number one is actually the flooring, okay? This is LVP flooring. And what I like about this LVP flooring, if we take a look, this is a 8 by 48. Typically, they're all 8 by 48. But then we have 4 by 20. Then we have a 3 by like 36, I believe here. So I love the variation on it. I love the grain on this one. What I like about this is very high density. It's like you can scratch these. They're very easy to clean. Also, where these tongue and grooves meet, I love the fact that it's black. Here's why. Because if this was actually white, you start cleaning this and mopping this, eventually what happens is you're going to see all these lines. But because of the color choice with this tongue and groove, no matter how much you clean it, right, at the end of the day, it will get dirty, but in this situation, it really just blends in and just really hides everything. So this is where you're gonna have your formal dining room. But as you can see, they did some wallpaper here. So this is some very expensive wallpaper. I believe this is about $50 a square foot on the wallpaper. Also on the texture here, we do have a skip trowel texture or a knockdown, whatever you wanna call it. But as you can see how open this floor plan is. Now let's take a look at the kitchen. Now there's a couple things I do want to mention with the kitchen here. We have a beautiful granite. So during the spec here, this was a upgrade on the granite. But also on the granite, what they did was they did the waterfall edge, but this was actually cut as a 45. And as you can see, we do have a book match. So this was done properly. Also, another thing is that this is one whole slab, okay, on the top. Then again, it gets cut 45, which is gorgeous. Again, you have the nice book match. Here we have the dual basin undermount sink. This is the Collier sink. It's supposed to be scratch resistant, but they always say that, but I feel like it's never really scratch resistant, okay? Then we have a beautiful, nice gooseneck, Moen faucet. Then we have our soap dispenser, and we have also our RO system, which is really nice. So if you want to drink some water here, you just hit this, and then we have some water. So during the spec on this upgrade, they added the 3 pendant lighting, aftermarket lights, and we also have distribute sounds or surround sounds as well. And the home also comes with some boosters. So when you have a home this big, right, this is about almost 3,100 square feet, your internet, right, your Wi-Fi may not capture this whole house. So we have these in certain areas so that way you have more of a stronger signal. These ones right here, we have the nice shaker cabinets with some design. So let's take a look at the cabinets itself. So on this one, these are going to be the stock and standard cabinets with the side glides here. Then we have a 30-inch cook countertop. Then they upgraded the hood. 42 upper cabinets. Then we have the convection microwave. And also electric oven, the 220. So these are going to be Whirlpool appliances. The refrigerator here is LG. Now keep this in mind that the appliances are not included, and I'm talking about the refrigerator, washer, and dryer. But remember, guys, everything is all negotiable. We do have 10-foot ceilings as well. Let's take a look at the pantry. 8-foot doors, 2-panel doors. Pantry, decent size. Now, I'm not going to take you guys out to the back just yet. We're going to save that for last because we're going to take off the booties. Then we're going to finish this video out in the back here. So we're going to come over here. We also have the pre-wire, the Cat 6 coax cable, the Smurf tube, so that way you have a TV fully wall mount. As you can see, it's very streamlined. Also, we have the plug-in for the sub as well. Now the shades, some of the shades are going to be the electronic shades where you hit a button, automatically goes up or down. Here, if you want to add a chandelier, you have that option to add that chandelier. It's already pre-wired. We have that J-box right here as well. Here, this could be a den. However, this den was converted into the gym. However, the gym equipment is not included in the sale of this transaction, but I'm sure everything is all negotiable. Man, this is about 220 right here. Should I try to bench this thing? I don't think so. I'll probably hurt myself. So we do have toucan lighting here, which is really nice. Then we have the mirror. Now, if you guys have not had a chance to subscribe to this channel, go ahead and click that subscribe button. Also, if you're thinking about selling your home, give me a call. Let me show you exactly what I can do and how I can do it to market your property. Okay? Let's take a look here. So this would be our valet section right here. Then, look at this. We have additional storage. So this would be storage or additional pantry. Love how they utilize this. And with the refrigerator. Oh, I love this refrigerator. Nice. All right, now let's go out into the garage. Let's see what we are working with in the garage. So this is actually pretty cool. What they have done here was add additional storage. I'm sure the sellers are going to leave this. This is actually a good idea. Highly recommend. I think it's on like 220. So if you're buying a house and you have, or you don't have enough garage space, trust me, you got to get one of those. Those are the best things ever. Matter of fact, I need to get one. So here, let me show you what's going on. We have our 220. We have our plug for your what is it called? VC or whatever charger. For those electric cars. There you go, electric cars. Lost my train of thought. Anyway, also we have the Rainbird here. I believe this can be controlled through an app if you do have that chip as well. Now we have the purification system, which is really nice, and the soft water. Now this will be included, so this is really cool. Then we have our tankless water heater. The ceilings on here are about 10 feet, okay, tall. All right, let's go back into the house. Let me close this garage here. EV, electric vehicle. There you go. Let me see if I can hit the sample with, I believe this is the shade. It's one of these from what I remember. I don't have my glasses on, guys. Oh, this is actually the fan, I believe. Never mind. Come on, get in there. Okay. All right, we're going to skip that. Thermostat, then we have the alarm system. Now, what's nice about this alarm system, this can also be connected with the MyQ garage door opener. Also, this could be connected with your cameras and integrated with your thermostat too as well. So this home is pretty much fully automated. All right, let's take a look at this. So we have the guest bath. Here we have a J-box. So if you want to add another light, you have that option. Linen closet. So on this one right here, they did the upgrade on the structural for the banister and also upgraded the banister as well. Now here are the remotes for those electronic shades up here. Here we have the additional storage. Coat closet underneath the staircase. Now let's go upstairs and let's take a look at what we got. So as we come upstairs, we do have the loft right here. Now during this spec, this is actually a really good spec because one of the options that you could have did was do a banister here all the way across, but they opted out to do the pony wall, and I think this is great because now if you have furniture, you can lean your furniture up against that pony wall, and as people walk in, you can't see that. So I think that was a good spec. Here we got a pre-wire for a ceiling fan. This one we got a coax cable, Smurf tube to hang your TV. Now this is a very large loft here. So we have our bedrooms down here, the primary is here. Let's go take a look at the primary. Now there were some upgrades that was done to this primary. Okay. On this one we have 9-foot ceilings, and the primary is roughly about 19 by 16. So it is a very large primary. They did the tray ceilings, the 4-can lighting as well. We do have the pre-wire for the ceiling fan. And as you can see, they have blinds on all the windows. Now let's take a look at this. We have our balcony. Now the balcony does come with a pre-wire for a ceiling fan. J-box ready to go. You could just tie it in. Let's just step out for just a second here. And let me just show you this gorgeous pool on a sunny day just like this. Look at that. Don't want to show you guys too much. Save that for the end of this tour. As you can see, we got a second thermostat here as well, which is a plus. Here we do have the coax cable and also the Cat 6 and the Smurf tube. Here we have our closet. It just wraps all the way around that way. Coming into the primary bath. So on this one they did the tub, and also now they did the shower, and they did the shower pan and chlorine backsplash. Now also we do have 2 J boxes for the sconset lighting. We got the Petrofina undermounted sink and the Moen faucet. So that was the upgrade during the build. You know what, guys? Hold on. Let me do this. So that way I don't have to keep walking around. I'm going to just turn off the lights as we go along. Just makes my job a lot easier. Home does have carbon monoxide detectors and also a smoke detector. So this bathroom will service these 3 rooms right here, laundry room right in the back of me. But let's get back into the bathroom. As you can see, they did the LVP flooring. This is going to be waterproof on this, and they upgraded on the second sink as well, the Moen faucet to match with the rest of the house, and the Sterling toilet. This is an 18-inch. Here we have the original fiberglass 4-piece tub shower combo, but they upgraded the shower head. Let's take a look at the laundry room. We got the front load, but also we do have a drain pan, which is really nice. And our attic access. All right, let's go into the bedroom now. What are we working with? Bedrooms are going to be roughly about a 12 by 12 here. On this one, they did the pre-wire ceiling fan and 2 lights. Here we did the Smurf tube. As you can see, we have the TV wall mount And then we have some closet space. You know what? Let me just take a quick peek. Okay, it's a pretty decent size. I'm gonna say this is probably about 4 by 8. Here we have another thermostat, so that tells me now that we have 3 different zones in the house. So we have additional linen closet. Here's one of the kids' room, which is really cool. We got Mario and Luigi. I'm just curious. Let me know in the comments below if you were an 80s, 90s kid, right? Who was your favorite character, Luigi or Mario? Oh, that is so cute right there. I didn't even notice that, the wallpaper. Look at that. Now, if I bought this house, I would say, hey, leave all the wallpaper up here with the Mario. So we have a closet here, pretty decent size. If you notice, there's actually a window here, which is really cool. That definitely brings in a lot of the light. Now we have another bedroom up in the front. Now, right now this is utilized as an office. However, this could be a bedroom. As you can see, we have toucan lighting and the pre-wire for the ceiling fan, coax cable as well. And then we have additional storage. All right, let's make our way downstairs. We're gonna go take a look at the pool. Now, I understand like how high these shades are and it's all done remotely, but then the question is, what happens if the battery runs out? But this is what's cool about it. Because the sun exposure is on this side, there's actually a little solar device that plugs in to the battery pack and it just charges it. So that way, something happens, right? Or the battery dies, you still have a backup. So it's just constantly generating electricity. So I think that's kind of cool, right? All right, let me turn off the lights here too as well. Might as well. I should have did this earlier. Oops. But you know what? At least you guys get to look around again, right? All right, so the lights are over here on this side. All right, so we got an 8x8 slide. These are going to be the almond vinyl. Now, there was a lot done to this backyard. And I'll point it out. Give me a second. Let me take out these booties real quick. So, first thing you'll notice is that the stucco on the wall. That's number one. Number two, I love how they added the rocks and also the lights with the plants. Give that privacy. You have this custom look. We got the synthetic grass. And look how gorgeous this pool is. Now, I'm not too sure how deep it is. I think it's about 5 feet deep on that end here. This should be about like 3 feet, 4 feet. But then we have like a little splash area as well. We've got the terracotta pavers. Down here, this is where you put your trash can or your pool equipment. Exterior looks very well maintained. Here they did some upgrades. So as you can see, This is like a 6-inch granite here. Got the refrigerator, we got the grill, and then we got the egg, which is, I think these are, I forget what they're called though, the proper name for them. Then we have our sink, and take a look at this. Isn't that cool? Love how everything is all just integrated. So, and this feels very private. Now, you're probably wondering, can these people actually see us in the back? The answer is no, because the home is set back probably about 20 to 30 feet. And also, they would have to come all the way up to that fence to look down. We have the Pent Air equipment. This is a heated pool. As you can see, everything is all in good condition. I believe this is a variable speed pump, which is really nice. Then we have our AC unit. Contractors on here, looks like Sierra Air. It's a beautiful home. Now the lot size is roughly about almost 6,000 square feet. Now if you guys are interested in this home, okay, the earnest money deposit is $20,000. HOAs here in this beautiful master plan community in this gated neighborhood combining for a total of $120,000. 120,000. Did I say 120,000? Just kidding, guys. It's not 120,000. Okay, made a mistake. Relax. $120 a month. Also, I noticed they added some sconset lighting here. Wow. I didn't even realize they even added that in, plus a plug, guys. That was during the build. Great job on that. All right, guys. Let me know what your thoughts are about this property. Let me know in the comments below. Also, if you are thinking about purchasing a home out here in Las Vegas, please feel free to reach on out to us, no matter whatever the price point is. And also, if you contact our office, make sure to ask for me exclusively. And if you're also thinking about selling your home and would like to see what your home is worth today and how much you're going to make, give us a call. Other than that, I wish you guys nothing but the best, and be blessed, folks.